Hello students, today we will start lesson number 11, force and pressure. This is a part of science that will come under physics. We will study about force, pressure, how they both are interrelated and different factors also in this chapter. So, the different subtopics of this lesson are, you will come to know about force, we will explore the force, then what a force can bring about. It can change the state of motion, it can stop the object, it can move the object, force can change the shape of the object. Then we will study about types of forces, contact forces and non-contact forces. In the later part of the chapter, we will study about pressure exerted by liquids and gases, and what is atmospheric pressure. So let's start up with what is force. Force is basically a push or a pull over an object. Either you pull or you push the object. Okay, so these two things, this is known as force. And always remember that push and pull are opposite forces. They cannot be in same direction. They are the opposite forces. Okay. Different activities like running, hitting a ball from bat, jumping. Here we are changing the state of motion. Either the object is moving at a faster speed or it is getting stopped. So how these things happen? They occur due to force only. Okay. So let's discuss more about force. Force is again a push or a pull over an object. Force can change the motion of an object. Suppose if an object is moving slowly and a little force is applied, the motion will increase. If something is coming in motion and the force is applied in opposite direction, then it can stop the object also. The unit of force is Newton, means the force is measured in Newton. It can be written as a capital N. Okay. Now you can see the different examples here. A person is bicycling. So he is applying force through his legs, that is muscular force, due to which the bicycle is moving. Here the person is kicking the ball. So he is applying the force through his leg so that it can make the ball to move. Here the ball is not moving unless and until the force is applied by the person. Here also the boy is pushing the box and here it is pulling to move. They both are stationary. Stationary means they both are at rest. They are not moving. But when the force is applied, then it will start to move. So force can be either push or a pull. Now, one more important thing that you should know is that to apply force, there must be an interaction between the object and source of force. For example, person is just standing behind the car. Will the car move? No, the car will not move because there is no interaction between these two things. In the next figure, you can see the person is touching the car and he is applying the force which will result in the movement of the car. So it is very important that there should be interaction between the object and source of force. Here the car is the object and source of force is this man who is pushing the car. Okay. Here also you can see either it is pushing, these two girls are pushing each other, here they are pulling each other, and here also the man and the cow are pulling each other. Whosoever is pulling or pushing with more force, the next one will be moving to their side only. Like same thing happens in tug of war. The two teams are there. The team which is applying more force becomes the winner and the next one becomes the loser. Now, magnitude of force. How this force is calculated in terms of numbers. Suppose if numerical question come, then how you are going to calculate the force. Always remember this thing. When two forces, let the forces be F1 and F2, they are applied in same direction. You can see the arrows, they are applied in same direction. Then the resultant force means the final force will be F3 will be equal to F1 and F2. Resultant will be the addition of forces. Let me explain you in detail. For example, two forces are applied. One force is of 5 Newton and another is of 10 Newton. And if they both are in same direction, then the resultant force becomes 15. Why? Because the force have been added as they were acting in the same direction. If the force of 5 Newton and 10 Newton, they are acting in opposite direction, then the resultant force will be 5 Newton. Why? Because if the direction of two forces are in different direction, then the resultant force is subtraction. We subtract the values when the direction is different. When the direction of two or more forces is in same direction, then the resultant force is addition. See this picture? Here, two boys are pushing this box in opposite direction. So the resultant force will be 0 because we will subtract the force and therefore the box will not move. In the next picture, both these boys, they are applying the force in the same direction. Therefore, the resultant force will be the addition of both the forces and thus the box will move because two forces are applied in same direction and therefore the force can be added. So, what you have learned that when two forces are applied from opposite direction, the resultant force will be difference of two. Difference means you will subtract the two forces. And when one or more forces applied in same direction, then the resultant is sum, that is addition of both the forces. This much for today. Thank you so much.